As the summer transfer window reaches its most crucial stage, speculation continues to swirl around several players. But the headline-dominating discussion today is the news that Arsenal have decisively rejected a stunning offer from Real Madrid. This proposal, had it been accepted, would have created shockwaves across European football. The Spanish giants reportedly attempted to tempt Arsenal with a direct swap deal that would have seen William Saliba move to Madrid, while Brazilian winger Rodrigo headed in the opposite direction to the Emirates. The story, reported by the Spanish outlet Marca and later picked up by Sport, reveals the extent of Real Madrid's interest in Saliba. Over the past 2 seasons, the French defender has transformed into one of the most indispensable figures in Mikel Arteta's system, not only becoming a guaranteed starter but also widely regarded as one of the Premier League's best centre-backs. Madrid, who are constantly on the lookout for elite defenders to maintain their dominance both domestically and in Europe, identified Saliba as the perfect long-term successor to the experienced core of their backline. Their strategy initially was to wait until Saliba's current Arsenal contract neared expiry in 2027, when he could either be acquired on a free transfer or at a cut price if Arsenal were forced into negotiations next summer as his deal entered its final year. But Florentino Perez and his team decided instead to test Arsenal's resolve with an audacious swap, offering Rodrigo, a player with Champions League pedigree, in exchange. From Arsenal's perspective, however, the proposal was dismissed immediately. Despite long-standing admiration for Rodrigo's attacking qualities, the club's leadership made it abundantly clear that Saliba is considered untouchable. Sources close to the club insist that the defender is seen not merely as a starter, but as a central pillar in Arsenal's long-term project under Arteta. The Frenchman himself has reinforced this stance publicly on multiple occasions. Last season, he expressed his deep satisfaction with life in London, explaining that he felt at home and had no desire to leave. He also underlined his ambition to win major trophies with Arsenal, declaring that leaving without silverware would mean being quickly forgotten by the supporters, a fate he is determined to avoid. Saliba emphasized that his priority is to establish himself as part of Arsenal's history by helping deliver the kind of titles the club has been chasing for nearly 2 decades. When pressed about his contract situation, the player was relaxed, pointing out that there was plenty of time left on his deal and that there was no urgency to rush discussions. His message was simple but powerful. He is happy where he is, and that is all that matters. Meanwhile, Arteta has chosen not to be drawn into transfer speculation. With Arsenal's opening Premier League fixture against Manchester United fast approaching, the manager stressed that his focus is entirely on preparing his squad for the challenge ahead. When asked about Real Madrid's interest and the rejection of their proposal, he brushed the questions aside, reiterating that negotiations are handled by sporting director Edu Gaspar and the executive team. Arteta insisted that his job is to concentrate on football, on performances, on training, and on ensuring Arsenal are ready to compete at the highest level from the very first whistle of the new campaign. While Madrid's pursuit of Saliba has been blocked, the situation has cast fresh uncertainty on Rodrigo's own future in Spain. The Brazilian winger, who was once seen as an integral part of Madrid's attacking trio, has found himself slipping down the pecking order under new manager Xabi Alonso. Despite being under contract until 2028, rumors suggest he could be available for the right price, and Manchester City are closely monitoring his situation. Pep Guardiola is said to be an admirer, though City are prioritizing offloading certain players before making new additions. The coming weeks could prove decisive for Rodrigo, whose next move might significantly influence both the Premier League title race and Madrid's attacking depth. As for Arsenal, their focus in the market is still on adding more firepower out wide. Ebereki Eze of Crystal Palace remains one of their priority targets. Eze's stock has risen considerably in recent months, but negotiations with Palace have been complicated by the club's high valuation of the England international. Palace are reluctant to let him go cheaply, and Arsenal have so far been unwilling to meet the asking price in full. This hesitation has allowed Tottenham Hotspur to step up their interest, with reports suggesting that Spurs are preparing a renewed push to land the 26-year-old midfielder. Arsenal face the very real prospect of their North London rivals attempting to outmaneuver them in the market. Meanwhile, another potential target, Ademola Lookman of Atlanta, appears to have ruled out any move to Arsenal. Reports indicate that the winger is keen on securing a transfer to Inter Milan instead, leaving Arsenal to continue searching for alternatives. Elsewhere, Arsenal's pursuit of reinforcements comes against the backdrop of other major transfer stories across Europe. Manchester City are believed to be weighing up a shock move for Rodrigo, while Arsenal themselves have been linked with Rafael Leao of AC Milan. However, respected journalist Fabrizio Romano has firmly dismissed those rumors, clarifying that Leao has never been an option for Arsenal and that the Portuguese attacker remains committed to Milan. This has put an end to speculation about a marquee move in that direction. In addition to transfer drama, Arsenal supporters are already voicing their concerns about officiating ahead of the club's first league fixture against Manchester United. Paul Tierney has been appointed as the referee, with Simon Hooper and Jared Gillett also set to play roles in officiating duties. Fans online have expressed skepticism about the appointments, fearing controversial decisions such as questionable penalties or harsh red cards that might go against Arsenal. While the supporters debate officiating, Arteta is keeping his focus firmly on his squad. He has admitted that more transfer movement is possible in the coming weeks, even though Arsenal have already made 6 signings this summer. The manager acknowledged that a few departures may still be necessary, but stressed that the club are keeping options open to strengthen further before the window shuts. Looking ahead, the Premier League season is about to begin with Liverpool facing Bournemouth in the curtain raiser and Arsenal preparing for a demanding stretch of fixtures. Supporters will be eager to see whether any last-minute business in the transfer market will give the team an added edge in their push for silverware. Among the stories capturing the most attention is the meteoric rise of Eberechi Eze. Just a year ago, many doubted whether he had the quality to compete at the very top level. During Euro 2024, Gareth Southgate took a gamble by including Eze in the England squad over Jack Grealish, a decision that was widely questioned at the time. German players and coaches even suggested that Grealish was the more dangerous attacking threat, dismissing Eze as relatively unknown. Yet in the space of 12 months, that perception has been turned on its head.